What's up? What's up with it? Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. And yeah, today finna be a call-in show. So yeah, let me set it up. Today about to be a call-in show. About to be a hell of a show today. You know, give y'all a chance to call in. Give me a second. Let me put this number in here. What's happening with it? Yeah, who in the building? Who we got? We got my man Jay West in the building. What's popping with it? Marcus Hayes in the building. OTB boxing class in the building. On the mic with Terence Bailey, he said, Keon, Barrios is bigger than Keith. He is bigger than Keith Thurman. I mean, shit. What you want me to tell you? Barrios is bigger than Keith Thurman. Phil J 508, what's happening with it? But salute to Terence Bailey. Cortez Bowles, what's happening with it? In the building. Mike Ryan, what's happening? Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to have a hell of a show. Like I said, we're going to do a call-in show today. So, yeah, everybody going to be able to, if you want to, call in, voice your opinion. I'm only letting people talk for 2 minutes. So if you got to hang up and you got to call back, you can do that. But you got your 2 minutes and on to the next caller. Yeah, nah. Me and Blue, man, Blue, my brother. But me and Blue, we didn't win at it about that. About Barrios and Keith Thurman, who was the bigger man. We went at it about, at one point, me and my brother Blue, we was debating about, well, who was it? Oh yeah, it was the Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner fight. He was telling me that Adrian Broner won that fight, and I was telling him, ain't no damn way AB won versus Manny Pacquiao. So what we had to do with that one, we had to go and watch the fight live and call it play-by-play with each other. King Styles, what's happening with it? Blue Blood, my brother Blue, he'll tell you in a heartbeat, he love AB. He one of AB biggest fans. And it's crazy because when it comes to Adrian Broner, like for years and years and years and years, nobody could tell me shit about AB. I remember I used to get into it with people talking shit about Adrian Broner all the time. And really, I used to be in the Facebook boxing groups and stuff. And the Hispanic fans, they used to talk the most shit about Adrian Broner. And I used to go at it with them. I'm talking about I used to go at it with the Hispanic fans because I was like, man, y'all just don't fuck with black folks. Y'all just don't like black fighters. That's why y'all talking about AB. You know what I'm saying? You hating on Adrian Broner because he a black fighter and he fuck with Floyd Mayweather and, and all of that, right? And you can't stand no black fighter that got a lot of charisma and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, all of that shit. And I was always telling them, like, you straight up hating on AB because, you know, because of all of that. But the bad thing about it is everything that them Hispanic fans were saying about AB, whether they was racially motivated or not, they ended up true. And I'm pissed off because AB made me look bad. Because I spent years upon years upon years upon years defending him. And all that shit that the Hispanic fans were saying about AB, it turned out to be true. Now I look bad. I was calling them racist motherfuckers and all type of shit. And now I'm the one that turned out to look bad, you know, and they was shit turned out to be true. But yeah. I think that's another reason why I feel some type of way about Adrian Broner, why I'm disappointed in Adrian Broner, because god damn, man, I spent so many years defending this man and so many years telling everybody, man, y'all don't know what you talking about. This fight, AB gonna let his hands go this fight. At this fight, he gonna let his hands go. But the funny thing is you know, hey, just like me believing that the Dallas Cowboys every year was gonna win the Super Bowl, I eventually got off of that. Now I'm not one of them delusional Dallas Cowboys fans that's gonna tell you they're gonna win the Super Bowl every year or they're gonna be in the Super Bowl every year. But you still got delusional Dallas Cowboy fans after 27, 28 years that'll tell you they're gonna win the Super Bowl every year. Just like you still got delusional Adrian Broner fans that every time it's even spoke about him having a fight coming up, they gonna say, oh, this is the fight. He gonna throw his hand. AB gonna throw his hands this fight. You know what I'm saying? He gonna let his hands go this fight. So, you know, hey, some people would never learn. Loving Down Gaither, what's happening with it? Manny, what it do? Ray Jackson, what's happening with it? Hey, Ray, I got you mixed up with A17. You said some shit one time on Twitter that had me hot. But I thought you was 817 because you and 817, y'all look alike on your profile pictures. When 817 had his profile picture up, y'all look just like each other. And one time I came in the building, I did a live, and I said, 817, I'm on your motherfucking ass today. I seen that shit you were saying on Twitter, and I want you on the panel today, 817. I'm on your motherfucking ass. And 817, he come in the building. He like, what I do? I'm like, nigga, you know what you did. That shit you was saying on Twitter. At 817, he hit me. He like, nigga, I don't even got no Twitter, nigga. What you talking about? I don't got no Twitter. I said, nigga, yeah, you do. And I was just looking at the profile pictures. I wasn't even looking at the name. The whole time, that's motherfucking Ray Jackson ass on Twitter going in, and I thought it was 817. So yeah, lesson to me is you got to read the name and not just look at the profile picture. Yeah. What's happening with it, Justin? The best dad ever. You must be a new dad. Hey, because you changed your name to Mr. Steal Your Chin into the best dad ever. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Man. But you know, if you are a new father, congratulations to you, man. Congratulations to you. I think that all of us should, you know, aim to be the best dad ever. You know, it's a working process though, especially when you have a child young. You know, you're gonna be a better father. You should be a better father, you know, as you grow older. As you learn, you gotta learn, man. But salute. Rock Son, what's happening with it? Hey, Ray, your ass be going in on Twitter. Your ass, see, 817 is the shit starter on YouTube. That's 817 name. He the shit starter on YouTube, right? And on Twitter, Ray Jackson is the shit starter. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. 817, I nicknamed him 817 the shit starter. In Twitter, Ray Jackson he that dude on Twitter. Cause y'all just like each other, man. Y'all, you and 817, y'all motherfuckers be a hell of a tag team for real. You and 817 will be a hell of a tag team. The best dad ever said he got 2 kids, a 7-year-old and a 9-month-old. This was my regular name. Changed it to Mr. Steal Your Chin because of boxing match I had. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You still got young ones. That's what's up. But y'all hit the like button. Cause I know I don't even want to go look at the likes, cause I know a lot of y'all that popped in this motherfucker and ain't touched the like button. Terrence Bailey, he said he got 27, 23, and 22. One of my kids is grown. Yeah, my oldest is grown. Yeah, Terrence Bailey, man. Hey, Terrence Bailey, hey, you something else sometime, bro. I seen when you was going back and forth with D Free. I said this nigga Terrence Bailey on one tonight. Hey, Lord Sweat Real, what's happening with it? Hey, be more, be deep. Hey, one thing about Baltimore, they gonna stand up for Tank Davis. Tank Davis can't do no motherfucking wrong. If Tank Davis announced his next fight in his goddamn league, let me see. If Tank Davis say that his next fight is against Ivan Redkach, everybody from Baltimore is gonna argue you down and tell you why Tank Davis and Ivan Redkach is a hell of a fight. Now, one thing about Baltimore, it don't matter what Tank Davis do, what he say, how he move, they gonna take up for Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Money Brown need to be from Baltimore. And everybody from Baltimore love Money Brown TV. Ain't nothing Money Brown can do wrong because, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I guarantee you, if they came out tomorrow and said, you know, Tank Davis is going to be fighting Ivan Redkach. Tank Davis is a star. And, you know, Ivan Redkach, you know, he's a top-level opponent. And, you know, Ivan Redkach, so what? So what Ivan Redkach like to hit people in the nuts? So what he like to touch dicks? Ivan Redkach is a hell of a fighter. And yeah, Tank Davis will be going up against Ivan Redkach. They got a history. I mean, it's a great fight. Tank Davis and Ivan Redkach, they got a history together. My man, Mr. Steal Your Chin, will come in and argue me down and tell me why Ivan Redkach and Tank Davis is a motherfucking hell of a fight. I guarantee you he would. And everybody else from Baltimore will argue you down and tell you why Ivan Redkach and Tank Davis is a hell of a fight. And then once Tank Davis knock out Ivan Redkach within 2 rounds, they gonna fill up every motherfucking YouTube channel and tell you Tank Davis just showed by knocking out Ivan Redkach in 2 rounds that he is the best fighter in the world, and he will knock out Shakur Stevenson and everybody else that fight Tank Davis. I guarantee you. Hey, so salute to Baltimore, because one thing they gonna do is they gonna stick by their fighter. That's one thing they gonna do is they gonna stick by their fighter. Baltimore and Money Brown TV. You gotta say Money Brown, because yeah. Hey, best dad ever. You gonna accept Tank versus Cruz. You gonna move the goalposts. And salute to my man Corey Moore for becoming a channel member up in this thing. And let me get to some of the people I missed in the building. Let me see who I missed. My man Eric Bowden, what's happening with it? Charles Young, Love Him Down Gaither, King Styles Productions, Bay Area 925. Let me see, my man A Sneed, Phil J 508, Marcus Hayes. Let me see who else. My man OTB, what's happening with it? Said something else and lost 10 subs. What you mean, OTB? Oh, he said OTB said he said some shit and lost 10 subs. Hey man, bro, you can't. If a motherfucker unsub to you because they disagree with some shit you saying, bro, they don't need to be. I know how I feel. If a motherfucker get mad and unsub from my channel because they disagree with some shit I'm saying, bro, you can't. I don't worry. You can't worry about that shit. I think you need. I'll tell you to unsub. Cause shit, you ain't gonna agree with everything I say. If you agree with everything I say, that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You just following. You just being a follower. Cause I know I ain't never been to nobody's channel and agreed with everything that they said. Now, I guarantee you, best dad ever, if they announce Isaac Cruz and Tank Davis, and we get to cooking Tank for fight Isaac Cruz, your ass is coming to the rescue. You know what I'm saying? You're going to move the post like my brother Money Brown did. I remember Money Brown. Me and him had a whole live, and I gave a list of opponents, and I said, okay, Money, we've been debating on Tank Davis not fighting the opponents that we want him to fight for the past, I don't know when. And me and him did a whole live, and I said, look, if Gervonta Tank Davis come back and he announced his next fight, and it ain't one of these opponents, and we had a list, we both agreed on the list. I said, are you going to accept it? Or you going to cook him like you should? No, if he don't fight none of these opponents on this list, yeah, I ain't going for that shit. Yeah, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell you that Tank should have fought one of these opponents, and I'm not going to accept it. I ain't finna roll with it. I ain't going to rock with it. Now, y'all know Money. Y'all know my brother Money Brown. Tank Davis' next opponent was announced, and it was Gamboa. Gamboa wasn't on nobody's list. What Money do? He came and pretended like he never said that shit. He changed the goalpost, and then he tried to convince everybody why Gamboa was a hell of an opponent for Gervonta Tank Davis. I can't make this shit up. You know, I can't make this shit up. But you know, that's Money. You know what I'm saying? Money, he ain't gonna never change. And you gotta respect that, because you know how he coming. And y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. My man, Best Dad Ever says, I tell the team that I don't want to see it, even when Coach Calvin said, I've been combating that Cruz versus Tank ain't happening again. Will I support it? Yes, but I don't want to see it. But bro, I mean, see, it's kind of like with you, I can't really get on you like I can get on other people that's not from Baltimore, right? Because I understand why you saying that you will support it, because you supporting your city and you supporting somebody that came out of your city. But anybody else, bro, that's the problem, what you said right there. Not for you, but if anybody, you got a lot of people that do that, right? Even though deep down they know that Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather and Tank, they selling you some bullshit, but just because they like that fighter, they still going to support it. And me, I say, that's the reason why they selling you that bullshit, because they like, well, we don't give a fuck about the fans. We know they gonna buy it anyway because they like Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's the problem I got. I think supporting shit like that is the reason. Hold on. I think when we support things like that, it just pushes the fights that we want to see further and further back. You know, because a lot of fans don't understand the business model, right? A lot of fans don't understand the business model of a promoter. If I'm a promoter, right? And I say this shit all the time. If I'm a promoter and Mr. Steal Your Chin is my big money fighter, right? And I know that I have to pay Mr. Steal Your Chin. I know that I have to pay him a certain amount of money, right? He the best fighter on my roster, and he sell out arenas, and I gotta pay him a certain amount of money. So let's say I know I gotta pay him $5 million, right? I know he gotta get $5 million. Now, He's such a star to where now I know that I can put him in with any opponent and he's going to sell out arenas. And then all of his fans are still going to buy the pay-per-views, right? Now, I know I could find an opponent that I only have to pay, let's say, $200,000. Now, that opponent that I'm paying $200,000 is getting his highest payday in his whole career. So the rest of the money, I might make $20 million from this event. I got to pay my fighter, Mr. Steal Your Chin, $5 million. And the other fighter, I only got to pay $200,000. And he going to be hella happy because that's the highest payday that he's ever made in his career. Or I could get somebody like a Devin Haney or a Vasil Lomachenko or a Teofimo Lopez or Shakur Stevenson. I'm just naming names, right? And I got to pay them just as much as I do Gervonta Davis or a little bit less. Well, if I'm a businessman and I look at it and I'm saying, okay, well, if I do this over here, if I do option number 1, you know how much money I can pocket after the event? Now, if I do option number 2, I'm going to pocket way less than I would if I do option number 1. I'm going with option number 1. And that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're looking out not for Gervonta Tank Davis's pocket, because, yeah, they're going to tell Tank, oh, yeah, Tank, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about all that, Tank. You know, yeah, all these other fighters, they want to fight you, Tank. And you don't got to worry about none of them fighters, Tank. We're not worried about nothing these other fighters are doing, Tank. Look at your bank account, Tank. You're making more money than all these fighters, Tank. Look what you're making, Tank. Look at your bank account, Tank. But see, the whole time, they're not really worried about Gervonta Davis's bank account. They don't give a fuck. They're worried about how much money they're getting off of Gervonta Tank Davis's bank account. That's the whole thing. And so fans, I don't think that they understand that. I don't think that they understand that. They know that they're profiting by putting Tank in the ring with the Isaac Cruzes and Rolando Romero's and Gamboas and those type of opponents. They are profiting off of it because they don't have to pay out his opponents. They say, here $300,000. That $300,000 is 5 times more than they was making ever before. You know? So, I mean, you know. And so that's just what it is. You feel me? That's just what it is. And so that's their business model. Fred Mirror, what's happening with it? Ronald Goodwin, my man, DP Rocker, Mr. Mechanical, Ricky Williams, Mr. Make the fucking fight. Do Tank, he said, do Tank know that? Well, you got to understand, Tank is still young in the mind, right? Tank is still young. And I know that Tank is still, he's maturing more than what he was, but I know he's still not mature, right? Because I seen Tank in an interview and they was asking him about his future and like, you know, everything. And not one time did he say that he wanted to invest anything. He was just talking about like regular shit. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about like regular shit. He wasn't talking about like no business ventures or investing like his earnings or none of that shit. And so he's still young in the mind. So as far as you asking me, does Tank know that they're doing that? That's their business model. I don't think Tank takes time out to look and really care, because when you got somebody in your ear all the time that's constantly, don't worry about that. Don't look at your bank account. Look at your bank account. Tank is looking at his bank account and he not really worried about none of that shit. He looking at like, well, everybody talking shit and I'm not fighting none of these fighters, but shit, I don't care. I came from the mud. My bank account is looking very good. I'm getting paid. They paying me. So yeah, it hasn't really hit Tank yet. That shit ain't hit him yet. And it's not gonna hit him because he's been with them for so long, he kind of stuck in their ways. That wasn't how Tank came up in the game. Tank ain't, y'all think came up, Tank got this far, right? Got as far as he did when he got on the radar and he came up in the game scared to fight certain fighters, with a timid mindset like that. Nah, he ain't come up like that. He came up in the game hungry and thinking like, shit, I want to knock the fuck out of everything. Everybody that come up, I want to beat their ass, right? But now he's been with them since he like 20. So years and years and years and years and years and years of them telling him, listen to us, Tank. Look at your bank account. Listen to us. We're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And now everything that they said that they was going to do when it comes to the money, they've done. So now all they got to say is, what we tell you, Tank? Didn't we tell you we was going to get you this? And didn't we tell you this? And didn't we tell you this? Look at your bank account, Tank. So that's all he can see. Like, well, yeah, they said they was going, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the money. And then when you hear Calvin Ford said, Tank don't really worry about none of these other fighters. Tank fight for the money, and that's it. Calvin said that. That ain't me. That's not me telling y'all that. That's what Calvin Ford came out, his trainer, that's basically his dad, his father figure came out and told you. Tank fights for the money. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, of course he fights for the money. That's what he's for. No, he was telling you that Tank does not care about none of that other shit that's going on. He don't care about y'all saying, oh, well, you need to fight this person, this person. He care about what his paycheck is saying. He fighting whatever fight that he can get the most money out of. However he can get the most money. So if it's putting him in against fucking Rolly, where he know that he's going to be able to make more because Rolly can't demand a high purse, well, that's what he's doing. That's what he wants. He fighting for the money. Because business sense, if you get two fighters in the ring that both demand a lot of money, both fighters are taking a pay cut. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes both fighters are got to take a pay cut. That's why they was telling you they not finna fight Devin Haney, because they know if they fight Devin Haney, right, and if they put it on, they're gonna have to pay Devin Haney a lot more. Now they might not be able to pay Tank Davis what he's guaranteed. They might have to pay him a little less and make it and even it out. So that's just what it is, whether y'all want to admit it or not. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. But Tank, like I said, that's his decision. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, if we call Terence Crawford a duck for moving over there and staying with Top Rank when he had a chance to get out of his contract, Tank Davis is the same thing. It's the same shit. If you had a chance to get away from Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe and be in a position to where you can do some boss shit, like you know what I'm saying, like Canelo, to where you can have everybody clamoring for your service. Bullshit. What he did is not bullshit. I don't give a fuck about whatever money y'all saying that Tank Davis is making. Tank Davis, right? Tank Davis could make way more money than whatever he making now. And I'm gonna explain to y'all why I say this. Because if he had did some bullshit like Canelo Alvarez did, whatever you feel about Canelo, Canelo can move to whatever network he feels like it. That's why he had PBC, you know what I'm saying, sucking his dick to get over there and fight Caleb Plant. He made a boss move. If y'all want to fuck with me, y'all got to pay me this. If y'all want me to come on your platform, this is how much you got to pay me. If not, I'm chunking the deuce. Tank could have done the same shit. Tank could have did the same shit. Hey, I'm not signing with no motherfucking Showtime. I'm not signing with no goddamn signing back with y'all. Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, I'm not signing back with y'all. But what I will do, if y'all magically appear with some fighter for me to fight, well, this is the number that y'all got to pay me to come fuck with you. Oh, Eddie Hearn, you want me to come fuck with you? Okay, I'll go over to DAZN, but this is the number that y'all got to pay me if y'all want me to fight whoever y'all got at DAZN. Bob Arum, oh, you want me to go over there and fight Devin Haney, Vasil Lomachenko? Okay, cool. I come over there, but y'all gonna have to pay me this much up front. If y'all want to fight, this is how much y'all gonna have to pay me. And Tank Davis, he's big enough to be able to do that, but see, he didn't do that shit. He didn't do it. So yeah, he is a duck. He is a duck. So as long as he stay up under there on TMT Promotions and he don't fight none of the top guys, yeah, he ducking them because he had a choice. It's plain and simple. I'm not moving the goalposts for him and nobody else. If y'all was calling motherfucking Terence Crawford a duck because he had a choice to sign with PBC or re-sign with Top Rank, I'm gonna say it again. If y'all were calling Terence Crawford a duck because he had a choice to sign with PBC or re-sign with Top Rank, where he had nobody to fight, and he re-signed with Top Rank, and y'all called him a duck because he knew all of the smoke was at PBC, and he did the opposite, Tank Davis is the same motherfucking duck. But Tank had a lot more leverage to do a lot more than what Terence Crawford had. See, Terence Crawford at that point in time, he didn't have the power that Tank Davis has to be able to say, look, I don't got to sign with none of y'all motherfuckers. But if you want me, you got to pay me. So I'll fight whoever y'all got on this side with DAZN or Top Rank or motherfucking PBC or TMT. If y'all want me, y'all got to pay me. Terence Crawford at that point in time, he didn't have that power like that to do. And to me, you know, yeah, so it is what it is. And Tay D, you goddamn absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's not, Tank Davis is not going to fight nobody that we talk about that we like, oh man, my motherfucking hell of a fighter. Like he the top fighter he's not going to fight none of those fights. Until, I don't know. He might not ever fight none of those fights because if they continue to see that the fans are still going to pay for anybody they put him in the ring with, and they coming out in the green and making a lot of money off of Tank, he not going to fight none of them fights. And his excuse is, well, those fighters on the other side of the street. That's gonna be the excuse. But like I said, in Gervonta Davis's defense, he came in the sport as a killer, and then Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe got a hold of him. And him being the only fighter that they could keep and make money off of, they changed his way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Especially having Mayweather under you to where you can say, look what I did in my career. I'm going to take you under my wing and I'm going to do for you what I did in my career. You see, I'm a billionaire. You want to be a billionaire? Listen to me. And then Leonard Ellerbe in his ear 24/7. So I can't tell you that if I was in Gervonta Tank Davis's position and I'm next to a billionaire and next to Leonard Ellerbe himself is worth over $100 million. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. Leonard Ellerbe himself is worth well over $100 million. So I'm next to somebody that's worth $1 billion and somebody else that's worth hundreds of millions, and they telling me all I got to do is listen to them and I can have the fame and fortune that they have too. I can't tell you that I wouldn't listen to them every step of the way. I can't tell you I wouldn't do it because he's young. He's 20 years old and they telling him that. 8 years later, his fortune is growing and growing. 8 years later, his fortune is growing and growing. So now all I got to say is, hey, continue. Look where you at. Look where you came from and look where you at. All you got to do is continue to follow our lead. And we're already showing you we're going to get you there. That's why Kenny, Coach Calvin Ford, that's why Calvin Ford told y'all Gervonta Tank Davis, he fight for the money. He ain't giving a fuck about none of that other stuff. He fights for the money. He don't care about who it is, who they give him to fight. All he care about is that motherfucking paycheck better be right. He ain't taking no pay cuts nowhere. And that's what it is. So if they bring Devin Haney to the table and they say, look, Tank Davis, we know that we usually guarantee you $5 million right up front. I don't know how much they guarantee Tank because his numbers don't come out with TMT, right? But I'm just making an example. If they say, look, Tank, we want you to fight Devin Haney. Now, we know that we usually guarantee you $5 million and you get the rest on the back end, right? But with Devin Haney, we got to guarantee him $4 million up front. So you're going to have to take a pay cut when it comes to the guarantee. And, we're going to and hope that this fight does well and you can get the rest of your money on the back end. He's telling you that Tank Davis ain't doing that. So if that's what I got to do to fight Devin Haney, nah. Give me Isaac Cruz again. I'll take Isaac Cruz again. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't taking no motherfucking pay cuts. So if that's what I got to do, give me Isaac Cruz again. Yeah. Because I'm not taking no pay cut on my upfront money. I ain't doing that. Nah. That's just what it is. So that's what he means when he tell you he ain't taking no motherfucking pay cuts. And I'm not making this shit up. I'm telling y'all exactly what it is. What it is. But what I'm gonna do now, and y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash my like button for me. If y'all can smash my like button, it will be highly appreciated. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. I come in here every day and I'm putting in work for y'all. I'm about to open up the phone lines, and we're gonna talk about first. Before I open up the phone lines, I'm gonna tell y'all what we're gonna talk about, right? This is what we're gonna talk about. I want to talk about Shawn Porter, man. First, I want to talk about Shawn Porter Shawn Porter has been hanging out with Terence Crawford a lot. We've seen Shawn Porter have Terence Crawford on his show several times now. You know what I'm saying? Him and Shawn Porter have, y'all remember, before they fought, Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford wasn't that close. They wasn't that close. They said they was cool, but Terence Crawford didn't even go to Shawn Porter's wedding. Now, I guarantee y'all now, if Shawn Porter had a wedding, he's already married, but if he had a wedding, I guarantee you Bud Crawford will be right there. Him and Bud have become very, very close now. And it's like, now that Shawn Porter has retired, he's like wanted to make that friendship with Porter like that, right? I mean with Terence Crawford like that. Now that Porter has retired, he's like going the extra mile to be like that with Terence Crawford. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, I know that Shawn Porter is calling himself, telling Terence Crawford everything that Errol Spence does inside of that ring, giving him, you know what I'm saying, advice and tips on how to beat Errol Spence, and you know, little things that Errol Spence does that we can't see from the outside looking in. I know Shawn Porter is doing that. And and with that being said, I know that Shawn Porter wants more than anything for Terence Crawford to beat Errol Spence, because it benefits Shawn Porter. Because if Terence Crawford is able to beat Errol Spence, Shawn Porter can say, look, now y'all see why I lost to Bud. Yeah, I lost to both of them, but my fight with Errol Spence was razor close. Now y'all see why I lost to Bud. Bud is the best fighter in the world. He even beat Errol Spence. And that solidifies Shawn Porter even more. If Terence Crawford beats Errol Spence, it solidifies Shawn Porter even more. I lost to Terence Crawford because nobody could beat him. He was the best fighter in the world by far, and he proved it. And I lost to Errol Spence, right? I only lost to the best. I'm one of the best fighters that ever did it, right? He wants Terence Crawford to beat Errol Spence more than anybody does. Now, when you hear him, he's not going to tell you that. He's going to try to act like that he's neutral and that he just wants to see a great fight. That's a motherfucking lie. That's a motherfucking lie. If my partner is going up against somebody that I don't fuck with, I'm not finna be neutral. I want my partner to beat the shit out that man, especially if he didn't whoop me before. So, you know, I know that Shawn Porter is doing everything he can to try to help Terence Crawford come out with the victory. Now, so also, right, we hearing rumors, and it's not a rumor. We know that Floyd Mayweather wants to sign Terence Crawford. He been wanting to sign Terence Crawford. I heard Bernie the Boxer a while back say that Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather, they talk like every other day. They talk on the phone a lot. Like Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather are becoming close. You see that Floyd Mayweather don't fuck with Errol Spence no more. He going for Terence Crawford. And he wants to sign Terence Crawford. So my thing is, Terence Crawford is a free agent. Is Floyd Mayweather, can Floyd Mayweather be a great asset to Terence Crawford's career? Should Terence Crawford say, you know what, I'm going to sign with Floyd? Can Floyd take Terence Crawford to that next tax bracket? Can he do great things for Terence Crawford's career, you know, in this last part of Terence Crawford's career? Should he sign with Crawford? So that's my two things. Number one, can Shawn Porter help Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence? Do y'all think that Shawn Porter can he help Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence? And two, should Terence Crawford sign to Floyd Mayweather? And Corey Moore, what's happening? He said Shawn Porter and other PBC fighters is low-key jealous of Errol Spence. Well, Shawn Porter been jealous of Errol Spence, and some might say, can you blame Shawn Porter, right? Some might say, can you blame Shawn Porter? Because we don't know. Most people don't know how it feels to have a father, right, that you like that with, but your father is always bragging about the next kid. Man, this kid is like this, and this kid is like that, and you need to learn more. You need to be more like him, and he was always bragging about Errol Spence. Y'all think Shawn Porter liked that? Shawn Porter did not like that, so he's always felt some type of way. He wanted to prove to his dad. You keep always talking about Errol Spence. Of course, he's not gonna say that shit, but in his head, he wants to prove, okay, I'm going to show my dad that I'm better than him. He's always talking about this Errol Spence, about what he did in the amateurs and how great he was and this, and that. Then he didn't even want me to fight Errol Spence because my dad did not believe in me. I want to show my dad that I'm better than him. And then he failed at doing it. So, yeah, that made him feel some type of way because he failed when he tried. Now, the only thing that's gonna, make him feel better about that whole situation is Terence Crawford beating Errol Spence. And I believe that he's gonna try to help Terence Crawford and give him all the information that he can. Now, will it work? No. I don't think it'll work, but can it help him some? I think it could. Because he's been in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that fighters do when you inside a ring with them that we can't see from the outside looking in. Now, Sean T in that super chat coming through, he says, Sean can't help Crawford because Porter fought and unfocused. He said, because Porter fought and unfocused Errol Spence. He says, that's not this version of Errol Spence who Crawford will be fighting. And I agree. I think that Crawford going to fight a much better version of Errol Spence, but the style, right, and the fundamentals is still the same. You see what I'm saying, Sean T? He's going to fight a much better version of Errol Spence, but the things that Errol Spence do in the ring and the fundamentals and just the little things are going to be the same, right? Yeah, he's going to be stronger. He's going to be sharper, but the fighter is the fighter. Omega Big Country. Yeah, Ricky Williams. You noticed that? Bud showed me he wasn't no fucking idiot. That's one thing I got to say. Bud was talking about real estate. He was talking about investing, and you could tell that he talks to Floyd Mayweather a lot because you never heard Terence Crawford talk like that before. And Ricky. Right. You notice what I noticed, Ricky. So what I'm gonna do now, Dwayne Freeman, what's happening with it? And Coach, I seen you in the building. I can't wait till y'all battle. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I'm gonna open up the phone lines now, and let's get it. Let's get it. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. The phone lines are now open. You call in and let's cook. Call in, opening up the phone lines, and the numbers on the screen. So yeah, let's get it. Yes, sir. So call in. Like I said, the number is on the screen. In 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. And after that, we to the next caller. Yes, sir. What's happening with it? What's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on, real quick, man. Hold on, real quick. Let me fix this. Let me see. All right. Hello.
What's up, my brother? Just wanted to say that I love your show, man. You're the top dog on this YouTube channel.
I appreciate you.
I really enjoy your show, brother.
Man, I appreciate the love, man. And what's your name?
Chris. On my chat, I'm Chris the Plumber.
Okay. Yeah, salute to you, man. Did you have anything you want to add about, the subject?
Right now, I just wanted to say what's up, my brother.
Okay, man, I appreciate you, man. God bless.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, the phone lines is open, so, y'all could call in. Let me fix it. Phone lines is open, so call in. Yeah, what's happening with it, Kwame? What it do? Eric Gutierrez, what's happening? Ain't nobody want to call in? You know what I'm saying? All this time people been asking me, when am I gonna do a call-in shows? I do a call-in show and ain't nobody calling in. But y'all hit the like button. You got 200 people in the building and ain't nobody calling in. Swad Jones said he would call in, but he at work. Here we go. Caller, what's happening with it? Where you calling from?
New Orleans.
What's happening? What's your name?
William Old School.
Oh, what's happening with it, old school?
Oh, not much. Friday fight ain't gonna happen. I don't believe Bud has the confidence to beat Spence. Bud done watched a guy he couldn't beat in amateurs, Ugas, lose to Spence. He done watched guys get their eye sockets broken. I just don't think Bud has the confidence to go into a fight with Spence. So I don't think it's going to happen, and I've been saying that.
So with the question that I asked, so say if it do happen, okay? Do you think that Shawn Porter can give Terence Crawford enough information to beat Errol Spence? Because you know that Shawn Porter's working with him, you know what I'm saying, working with him behind the scenes and all of that. You know he's giving him tips and working with him. So you think that he can help Crawford beat Spence if it do happen?
Spence wasn't the same as he is now when he fought Porter. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, Spence also, when he fought Porter wasn't the same when he fought Bud. His daddy said that. Kenny said that Shawn didn't train the right way, and he wasn't ready for Bud. So I don't know what kind of information he could be. I just don't see it. Okay. That's my opinion.
Yeah. What about Terence Crawford signing with Floyd Mayweather? Do you think he should sign with Floyd Mayweather? And if he did, do you think that Floyd can help him take his career to that next level?
Well, Floyd helped Tank. Why couldn't he help Bud? But Bud's on his way out. Why would he do that anyway? Right. Bud already said he ain't got but a couple fights left in him. Why would he sign with Floyd if he's only going to stay around for a couple more fights?
Right.
Think about that.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, well, William, I appreciate you calling in, man. That's the 2 minutes because I'm trying to cut everybody to 2 minutes so everybody can call in. But man, I appreciate you calling in. If you want to call back, you call back. Okay. Bet.
Peace out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Caller, what's happening with it, man? Where you calling from?
Man, I'm calling from the DFW, baby, man. This Swat Jones. What's up, kid?
What's happening with it?
Ain't that, man? Man, love the channel. Hey, man, I've been watching for like, man, what about 5-6 months, man. So I had to, do that. Cause man, yeah, I love the panel, man. All y'all, man, y'all became like family to me. Yes. What was the question? What was the question again? Because I want to make sure I just, get that out of the way.
Yeah. So the question is now that, Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford, like we can see that they didn't became a lot closer. They hanging out a lot. Yep. And my thing is, I know that Shawn Porter is trying to do everything he can to help Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence if this fight happened. Now, my question is, do you think that Shawn Porter can be effective in helping Terence Crawford, beat Errol Spence, or just helping him, in that fight?
Yeah. You know what, man? That's a great question, man, because, like, I think he can. Like, I think he give us some pointers, man. And I like Shawn Porter, man. I ain't got nothing against the brother. I think he brought us something that we all wanted to see, which is good fights. But I also think he can be a yes man sometimes, just in my opinion, So I think when he go in there and try to tell Terence Crawford how to beat him, as arrogant as Terence Crawford is, I think sometimes he'll back down, to Terence Crawford's opinion, which, against, Crawford and Earl, man, that's a 50-50 fight. One moment can make everything happen. And I think that's the only downfall to Shawn Porter talking to Terence Crawford, because I think he'll back down to Terence Crawford, tell him something he ain't going to change, and Shawn know he got to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he'll tell him that, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, man, I'm doing the calls 2 minutes so everybody can get a chance to call in. But if you want to call back later on and if you got something else to get in, feel free to call back. I appreciate your call though, Swat.
Hey, man, respect and love, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Phone lines is open. You know what I'm saying? If I missed your call back in. Phone lines is open. Shit. Let me see. Uh-oh. Hold on. Caller, what's happening with it, man? Where you calling from? Damn. My bad. Call back in. This phone line was messing up. Yeah. I seen a couple people trying to call in. You call back now. Caller, what's happening with it, man? State your name. Where you calling from?
Key, what's up, Kevin?
What's happening?
This is Mechanical, man. TMV all day, dog.
What's happening with it?
I ain't shit, man. What's the question again about you saying Porter giving some advice to Bud?
Yeah. Do you think, because obviously they hanging around each other a lot, we didn't see Bud come through that show about 4 times, he was on the Porter Way podcast just recently and they were talking about how they hanging out. So that he giving Bud, telling Bud what Spence do and what he don't do and things in the ring. Do you think that he can help Bud Crawford in this fight with Errol Spence if it does happen? Since he's been in the ring with him.
I think definitely he's gonna try to give him some pointers, but it ain't gonna make no difference once or if he does get in the ring with EJ, it ain't gonna make no difference. Because Porter was damn near at the best shape of his career when he fought EJ, and we seen how that fight went. But this a whole level EJ, you know, just like William Old School said. With the way this fight been brewing, you know, EJ just on a Terminator type of mission. So I don't care what Porter putting in his ear. I don't care what Bomac putting in his ear. If this fight get in the ring, if they get in the ring and get to scrapping, you know what I'm saying? EJ on the seek and destroy type shit. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Okay. And another question real quick is because Floyd Mayweather, he wants to sign Terence Crawford. He let it be known. He's been letting it be known. Him and Floyd Mayweather have a tight relationship too. That's Terence Crawford and Floyd. Do you think that Terence Crawford, do you think that Floyd Mayweather can be like, you know what I'm saying, the key to Terence Crawford's career? Can he take him to that next level financially? You think he should sign with Floyd?
I don't think so, bro. I think at this stage in Bud's career, you know what I'm saying, he on his way basically out the door, and he'd be foolish to mess with Floyd if he only, you know, has a couple other fights left. And I'm gonna say it like this too: depending if the EJ fight does happen, depending on the type of punishment that he may take in that fight, this might be his last fight.
Yeah, I feel you. Man, that's the 2 minutes, man. But like I said, if you need to call back in and add to it, you can call back in. But let me get to the next caller. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, phone lines is open. What's happening with it? Where you calling from? State your name.
Oh, this is Dr. Mark from Chi-Town, baby. What's happening?
What's happening, OG?
What's happening, brother? Hey, listen, man. First of all, salute to you, man. You're doing your thing. I love your content. I love the way you're growing your channel, man. I'm a 1,000% supporter of you. But let me just say something real quick on this piece. There's absolutely now Floyd Mayweather. I mean, would it be a good thing for him to sign with him? Can Floyd help him financially? Yes. Of course. I said, listen, he has never had anybody smart on his team. His whole team has been a bunch of idiots. Go from Bomac to everybody else, from all the people on his team, all the dick riders and everybody. He's never had anybody on his team that was worth 2 dead flies, number one. So, yes, can Floyd help him financially? Of course. I don't care if it's 1 fight, 2 fights. Floyd can help him make some money. But at the end of the day, the truth is that there's absolutely nothing that Shawn Porter can tell. Shawn Porter could never beat Errol Spence. Not ever. Now, he put up a good fight. Errol Spence was not the same Errol Spence that we see today. Errol Spence is focused. He's made a commitment. He is the monster of 147-pound division. And when he goes up and Jermell Charlo moves up, he's going to be undisputed at 154. I don't see anybody being able to beat Errol Spence at this point, not even Boots. If Boots fights Earl right now, he's going to get washed. He's not ready for Earl. Earl is at a whole nother level, and he's got a whole nother level of focus. Now, Boots is going to be that next guy, but he's not ready. But my point is this. Shawn Porter couldn't beat Earl on when he was 60% of himself. He still could beat Earl. What are you going to tell Bud Crawford? Bud Crawford is a beta. Bud Crawford is the AJ of the 140-pound division. That's what it is. Now, is he a talented fighter? Yes. But he is not anything that we have been. He's the pound for pound fraud. He is not going to fight Earl. I'll put money on, listen, anybody that's listening, I'll put up any amount of money you want to that Terence Crawford will not fight Errol Spence. I don't care what the excuse they make. He's not gonna fight him because he knows he's gonna get destroyed. This is gonna be worse than Ugas. And I put money on it. Anybody want? And listen. And my brother Keon, my brother from another mother, let him hold the money. And if you win, he will send it to you. But when you lose, you better be ready to. You better make sure you don't put up something that you can't afford to lose, because I'm taking all smoke.
Okay, OG.
Hey, love you, brother.
Love you, man. Like I said, that's your 2 minutes. But if you call back and you want to add anything, you feel free to call back. I'm gonna get to the next caller. Yes, sir.
Okay, appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, he was cooking. Shit, I forgot to look at the clock. But let me see. Oh, shit. There we go. My bad. My bad. Yeah, you call back. This thing be messing up. This call service be messing up. But yeah. Y'all can call in. Like I said, phone lines is open. If I don't get to you, just call back. Yeah, I mean, if y'all, you know, hey, the phone lines is open. So if y'all don't agree with what, you know, anybody saying, you feel free to call in. Feel free to call in if you don't agree with what he's saying. And I see some people trying to call in, but I think it was too many people trying to call in at the same time. So the phone lines is open. Y'all, everybody, you know, can add give their opinion. I see you try to call in, Kwame. It didn't go through, but call back. Yes, sir. Caller, what's happening with it?
What up?
What's happening with it, Kwame?
I'm chilling, man. I can't complain. Let me shut my volume down on the other side so I don't double hear you. Hang on a second. Here we go. What's good with you, Keith?
Oh man, you already know, just another day.
All right. Yeah, just to touch on that subject. One, Shawn Porter can't help him at all because Shawn Porter had a hell of a time at 100%, while Errol Spence was probably at like 70% of himself, and he just went in there to fight that man. He didn't even pull out any of his boxing skill, to be quite honest with Shawn Porter. He just went in there and banged with Shawn Porter and outdid him like that. So the other reason why I don't feel he could help Bud is because once Bud get hit, he gonna all that shit gonna go out the window, and he gonna just start fighting. So they don't have the same style, and their mentality is a lot different. Shawn, I think, is a little bit more disciplined when he takes a hit. So I don't see how he's gonna help at all. But hey, the more the merrier. And with Floyd Mayweather, I don't see why he shouldn't mess with Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather will help him get some more paydays and get him out there to the casual fan base, which is what he needs, you know. And you know, Floyd by far would be the best promoter he's ever dealt with. You know, in his career, he's only dealt really with two Duncan people and then Aram. So yeah, this would be the best promoter he ever dealt with, and he'd be in prime time. But I don't know if Eagle will allow him to allow Floyd to do that, because I see a clash of personalities with those two guys. Floyd want to be in the limelight, but really
ain't like that. Two alpha personalities. So, I mean, I don't know how well that would work. But if anyone could possibly help him beat Spence, it would be Floyd. I don't think it would be Shawn Porter. So, but great job on the show as always, bro. It's always great seeing how your channel grew. It's growing, and I'm always here to support, man. So appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Kwame. Man, appreciate you calling in. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. Phone lines is open. Let me see. You call it. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, bro, this Cadillac, right now, Houston, Texas. What's going on?
What's happening with it?
You got it, Daddy. You got it, Daddy. I just wanted to comment, man. I don't care who Bud.
Hold on, real quick. I don't know what's going on with
you.
Hold on, real quick.
Let me tell you something.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
Mayweather ain't gonna help Bud, bro. His daddy tried to give out. You can't help nobody who ain't been beat. And Mayweather couldn't beat Errol. You know he gave Mayweather that work in that sparring section. Mayweather just hating on Errol, bro. He gonna smash Bud.
So what you think that Bud would benefit by signing with Mayweather, financially?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not going against Errol. How can he give Bud something that he didn't have? Because I know they don't want to put that biggie smash Mayweather in that sparring section. That's why Mayweather don't like Errol.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Okay.
He wants some payback. He want to get Bud in there to try to give him something, but he ain't got it. He didn't have it himself. Errol smoked Mayweather in that sparring session. He don't want to see it.
Okay.
That's just my opinion, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you calling in. You at your 2 minutes, but like I said, if you want to add to that, you could call back, but I'm gonna get to the next caller. I appreciate you.
I got you, Daddy.
Yes, sir.
That's your cash app right now?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
I appreciate you supporting the show. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Later.
Like I said, if I can't answer it, just call in because this app is messing up. But I'm gonna get it right. Tomorrow I'm gonna make sure I have it right. A lot of calls ain't coming through, but if it don't go through, just call back. Like I said, this call app is messing up right now, but there we go. Caller, what's happening with it, man? Where you calling from?
From Cincinnati, this OTB, bro.
What's happening, OTB?
Nothing changed but the toilet paper, man. You killing the Kyle Lynn show, man.
I appreciate you.
Man. But as far as the questions, because I ain't gonna hold up no extra time, man. Man, I don't think you can't duplicate pressure. You feel me? I don't see Shine having nothing to offer to Errol fight off that pressure, man. And I don't think that Shine got nothing to offer to try and duplicate that. So even if Shine do give you some advice, I wouldn't listen to that. And as far as Floyd Mayweather go, man, y'all tripping, man. With how he moving Gervonta Davis, we want him to get hold of Bud? Man, no. And think that he gonna move him any differently than Bob moved him? Now, if we got a problem with the fighters that Bob says
that Bob gave him over there. Then you think Floyd gonna give him anything different? Don't see it. But go ahead, bro. You killing the show. I'm back in the chat, man.
I appreciate you, OTB. Yes, sir.
Oh man, family, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Salute. I'll see you later on the I'll be on the panel later on. Yes, sir. Phone lines is open. Like I said, feel free to call in. If I don't get to the call, a lot of these calls ain't going through because of the app, but just call back and I'll get to you. We're gonna get it fixed though. I said I'm gonna get this app fixed so I can get to all the callers. But yes, sir. Like I said, call in. Feel free to call in. The phone lines is open. The number is right there on the screen. And yeah. Caller, what's happening with it, man?
I'm all right, man. How about you?
I'm good, good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Prime caller from Georgia. I don't think either one of them guys could do anything for Porter or Spence. You know, ain't shit Porter could do for Porter to help him beat Spence. And ain't nothing Mayweather could do. The only thing Mayweather could do for Bud is to help him get that EJ fight. The only way Bud to get more money is to beat EJ. Simple as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. So you don't think that you don't think that since Shawn Porter been in the ring with Errol Spence, he could give him tips that might help him throughout the fight?
Nah, because he couldn't do anything throughout the fight. I mean, yes, to a certain degree, yes. But in the grand scheme of things, ain't shit he could do.
Okay.
You know, my only thing, I mean, I got Spence, right? I like both of them guys. Mm-hmm. But I've been a Spence fan from the first time I seen him. I think it was like 2014 or 2015. I said that's the best dude in boxing at that time. You know what I mean? Because of what I was seeing. But the only thing I have, like, for Spence, right? The only concern that I have is when he throws that left hand, right? And he really extends himself. The first thing he does is duck. And sometimes his hand ain't up because he's ducking. You know what I mean? And with a counter puncher like Bud, who has a superior uppercut, that's the issue. That's the only way I see Bud actually beating Spence. Anywhere else, nah. I got Spence all the way.
Okay. Man, I appreciate you calling in, man. I'm gonna get to the next caller. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Keep doing your thing, bro.
I appreciate you. All right. Next caller, y'all can call in. The phone lines is open. Like I said, if I didn't get to your call, just call back because this app is messing up. So some of the calls ain't going through, but I see a lot of people trying to call in at the same time. Yeah. So, uh-oh. 810, you called back. It didn't go through. (214), where you calling from? What's your name?
Key. Look out, my boy. This smooth groove boxing straight out there. Oak Cliff, Texas, America, my boy.
What's happening with it? Smooth groove straight from that Oak Cliff. What's happening?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, first of all, man, I want to tell you, man, I love you, my boy. Ain't all the other stuff to the side, man. Hey, I love you, man. You get me through a lot of situations, my boy, just by listening to you, for real.
Man, love you too, man. I appreciate you always supporting the channel.
Hey, man, the love is real on my end.
Yes,
but
sir.
Let's get to the business. I'm going to tell you, listen. And when I say this, you can be like, yep, you right, Smooth. Say, man, this ain't nothing but a money grab for Floyd Mayweather. What's the biggest fight in boxing right now, Keith? What's the biggest fight in boxing right now?
Shit, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford right now.
It's a whole bunch of money to be made on that
Right.
fight, bro. Man, that man don't kill him by no sign. Okay, Terence Crawford, what, 35, 36, something like that? In his mid-30s, right? Something like that.
Right.
And like 35. Okay. Say, man.
I think he's 34. He about to be. I think he's 34 going on 35.
Okay, bet. So that man got 1 foot on retirement, right, and one on the banana peel. But I mean, he's gonna slip into retirement pretty soon, right? Floyd Mayweather, what he gonna do? What's the Floyd Mayweather do for him except for get a whole bunch of money if they fight? Floyd Mayweather want to touch some of them M's that them boys gonna make, man. He wants some of that bread, man. That's why he want to sign a Crawford so he can dip in that pot. That's no more, no less. No more, no less. One other thing though is, it's a tad bit of jealousy from that black eye and probably that busted lip and that youngster put them goddamn paws on him. You know, he a little, you know, Floyd Mayweather don't be done like that. He's the best in his eyes. So when he got done like that, you know how he felt about that young man, right? And to this day, he still feel that way. So it ain't nothing he want to do except make a whole bunch of goddamn money off them boys' back. That's all it is, Keith. Nothing else.
I feel you. I agree. I agree with that. He trying to get in where you see the money. But Smooth Groove, man, that's the 2 minutes is up. But like I said, if you want to call back in later and get some more shit off, you can call back in. But I'm gonna get to the next caller, man. I appreciate you.
That's good, man. All right, my boy. I'll let you later.
Much love. All right, the phone lines is open. Y'all can call in. Damn. I got to get this app fixed. Like I said, a lot of calls is coming in. I'm trying to answer some of them, but this app is messing up. But I'm gonna get it fixed tomorrow, and we're gonna have it right. But yeah. Let me see. Like I said, if you missed, just call back in. It ain't some of the calls not going through. They just popping up and then they disappearing. Yeah. There we go. 810, what's happening with it?
Hold on 1 second. What's good, Steve?
What's happening with it? Where you calling from? What's your name?
Hey, this is Nick Silvio, man.
What's happening with it, Nick Silvio? From that
What's
Flint.
good?
I knew I recognized that area code. What's happening with it?
Man, I can't call him. Calling from Flint, man. You already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my opinion on the topic, man, is no, I don't think Shawn Porter can help him beat Spence for a couple of reasons. One reason is this Spence right here, this a focused Spence. Spence ain't drinking. He a whole nother animal right now, and it ain't nothing Shawn Porter could tell him. And for another reason is, man, we saw Spence the type of fighter. He adjusts to each fighter, man. When he fought Mikey Garcia, everybody said he just gonna bully him because he was bigger than him. That wasn't the case. He outboxed him. He fought Shawn Porter. He stood in the pocket, banged it out. He beat Shawn Porter, man. So, you know, Spence gonna fight each fighter different anyway. You don't know what kind of Spence you're going to get, but you know you're going to get a focused one, though. You know what I'm saying? You know you're going to get a whole lot of jabs in your face and in your ribs. You know that.
So what's your take on what's your take on Mayweather wanting to sign Terence Crawford? Is that a good move for Crawford or not?
Hey, I think so, man. He might as well. Like everybody's saying, he don't have much long for he retire. Terence Crawford is a damn good fighter, if not the best, but he's still not really a household name. People don't know Crawford like that. So I think messing with Mayweather, he'll get a whole lot more, you know, notoriety, you know, popularity, and the money. And on top of that, if he move up to 154, that'll make that Charlo fight a whole lot easier to make by him being on the same side of the street. Since the different sides of the street is always the issue, that won't be an issue in making that fight for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Okay. I can see it both ways, you know. See it both ways.
Yep, I mean, he might as well. He ain't got long to go, man, and he been getting jerked around so much by Bob. It's like, you know what I'm saying? He might as well mess with Mayweather them last little couple of years. I mean, what is going to hurt? It seems like he can only go up from where he been at with Bob, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, yes, sir, man. Nick, I appreciate you calling in, man. That's the time I'm gonna get to the next caller. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Hey, come get that cut too, Key, man.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna come fuck with you when I get down there. Yes, sir.
All right, 100, man.
I bet.
All right.
Yes, sir. Phone lines is now open. Yeah, call in. Call in. Damn. 346. Oh shit. He hung up. You called back. I answered it, but I guess it was too late. You hung up. Here go another call. All right. Phone lines is open. Like I said, this app, it's not letting some of the calls go through. So I try to answer. It's not letting me answer, but just call back. Ain't no, diehard Terence Crawford fans calling in. Like I said, the phone lines is open. Let your voice be heard. Yeah. Damn. What the hell wrong with this damn thing? I'm trying to answer the damn call. Shit's spazzing out. (985) 985? What's happening with it, man? What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Lee, man. What's good?
What's happening with it?
I just wanted to talk about the topic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. When I think about it, it comes to Spence and Crawford. I don't think Spence could do much with him. I think Spence is basic, vanilla ice cream. He do the same thing, and I don't think he's going to be able to change that from now until they fight. And hello?
Yeah. I'm here. We here.
Can you hear me? Yeah. I was saying that I don't think Spence got anything for Crawford. He does the same thing. Hello?
Yeah, we here. I'm listening.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think Spence got anything for Crawford. He does the same thing, and I think Shawn Porter can help him and give him some pointers. Because Shawn Porter did give him problems with his footwork and turning him. Spence had a problem with keeping Shawn Porter in front of him. So, yeah, that's all I got, my man.
So
as far as Floyd, I don't think that's a good idea because Floyd is all about himself, you know. He's all about himself, and with Devontae Davis, he's still in his spotlight. So with Bud, I see jealousy that will eventually go on between the two. So I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay, yeah, I can see your point on that because Bud ain't gonna go for Floyd all up in the goddamn camera and trying to talk with him and all of that. So I can see that.
Exactly. And then the thing, I mean, look at Deontay Wilder. Floyd, he don't want nobody to surpass his record.
That's your man. I hate to cut you off. That's your time though, man. I appreciate you calling in. We get to the next caller. Okay. 985. State your name. Where you calling from? Let me see. Okay. 346. State your name. Your name. Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is T from Houston.
What's happening with it?
It's good. Yeah, on the subject of Porter, can give Bud some tips or pointers. I believe he can, but the thing is about that, I don't think Bud has what it takes to do what it is that he'll need to do, because Bud has all of the intangibles that it'll take. Like, he has the size, he has the arm length, but he doesn't have the grit or the bang. Like, if he did what Shawn Porter did at his size and length, he could make it a good fight with Earl, but I don't believe that Porter has the chin or the stamina to deliver in that, but and as far as with Mayweather, I believe he could have, but I believe the time is too late. He should have did it before he went into negotiations for this fight, to help him get the bag. But if he wanted to extend his career past these next, let's say 3 fights, because, he'll have this fight with EJ, he'll have the rematch, and then depending on how those go, if he moves up to 54 or, he wants to pick up the belts after EJ drops him, he can do that. But I would say Mayweather could help him exponentially with venue, because, they deal with so many different venues under Mayweather promotion, and his name rings so many bells. You get the different venues, like in New York, and just placing them in places where him being with Top Rank didn't place him. He wasn't getting the right looks to further his career. So I believe Mayweather could have put him in the right places to make his fights blow up just that bit more. But yeah, I think the time is too late.
Okay, man. I appreciate you calling in. I gotta get to the next caller. That's your turn. I appreciate you though. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to get to everybody call, but some of these calls, man, ain't going through. Some of these calls is not going through. I got to get this. I'm gonna get it fixed though. 510. What's happening with it? Where you calling from?
What's up, Keon? This is Nardi from the chat. I'm out of Richmond, California.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I've been on your show before, man. Congratulations on the show. But for my turn, I'm gonna use my 2 minutes wisely, man. For the first topic, I do think Shawn could give him some pointers, because Bud is a very intelligent fighter. But if Bud throw his own game plan out the window once he get hit, what you think he gonna do with Shawn Porter game plan? You know what I'm saying? So when it come to Floyd, I think he should let Floyd fuck with it, because if you would let Bob Arum talk for you, why wouldn't you let Floyd? If you trying to get some money, you say it's all about the money. What Floyd is gonna bring is the casual fans. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you do something wrong the first time, you learn from that and you do it better the second time. You know what I'm saying? He let Bob talk for him, and now he's suing Bob. You let Floyd talk for you, sacrifice your pride a little bit, and let that man do his job, because if you can make Gervonta a star from fighting nobody, he can do the same thing with you, and you can get some money, man. That's my call.
I appreciate you, man. Salute to you. Yes,
sir.
All
good. All right.
Already. Yeah. Let me see. We got 614 calling in. Where you calling from? State your name.
This John T. What's going on, man?
What's happening with it, John?
Shit, man. The only way Shawn Porter gonna help that man if he get in the ring and fight with him. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
The only way he's gonna help him. That's the only way he's gonna help him if he get in there and fight with him. And I don't think he can do that.
And what was the other topic? Floyd.
Yeah, well, Floyd, Floyd been trying to sign, Terence Crawford. Do you think that Floyd could help his career?
Yeah, he could. I think he could, but Crawford too big headed for that though. He ain't gonna fuck with Floyd at this point in his career. I think he's just gonna stay, with no promoters and all that, and try to do it that way. I think that's his best bet anyway, because he ain't gonna want Floyd all up in the videos and shit like P. Diddy and shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. I see. I can see that. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I think they're clash heads once they start doing business together. But anything else you gotta add?
Nah, that's it, man.
Okay, man. I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna get to the next caller.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Next caller, like I said, y'all can call in. Phone lines is open. If I don't get to the call, just call back. I'm gonna get this. Like I said, the next call-in show, I will have this phone app working. Like I said, it's messing up right now, but yeah, because some of the calls ain't going through, or I'll try to answer it and it won't let me answer some of the calls. But yeah, we up and rolling though. Mike Biggs, what's happening with it? Salute. Bless 365, salute. Manny, what's happening with it? Can Shawn, what it do? Yeah. And hey, and y'all, and this the only time y'all can call in. Y'all can say whatever you want. And the floor is yours. Damn, 984. You can call back, man. It didn't. I tried to answer it, but it didn't go through. Yeah, and y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Smash on that like. It don't cost nothing to hit the like button. Okay, 225. Where you calling from?
What's happening, Keith?
What's happening? Who this?
This coach, man.
What's happening with it, coach? Where you at? What you doing? Partying? You got a lot of noise in the background.
I got a lot of feedback.
No, you got a lot of noise in the background.
Hold on. Yeah, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on, coach?
Oh, ain't too much, bro. And ain't nothing. He ain't gonna fight. He's not gonna fight Terence the same way anyway. So, and Errol's a lot better than when he fought Shawn Porter. He's a lot stronger now. He's keeping himself in shape year round now. So, and he's still doing his strength and conditioning. So it's gonna be more of a Uga type fight than it will a Shawn Porter fight. Than a Shawn Porter type of fight. And Shawn Porter can't do nothing to help him. I mean, it is what it is. The adjustment's gonna be made in the ring. Now they can study and all of that shit, but it's gonna be a totally different fight. So
okay.
As far as Mayweather is concerned, I mean, he ain't got nothing to lose. He ain't got a home right now. You know what I'm saying? And unless he goes stay independent, he don't have a home. Nobody else gonna touch it. So if Floyd trying to help him, I mean, it may work out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it will or not, but he ain't got shit to lose, bro. Now, my thing is, if he end up beating Errol, he ain't gonna need Floyd because he's gonna be a superstar. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, he'll be a superstar then, and everybody gonna want to deal with him because he done beat Errol Spence. So that's if he beat Errol. Now after that, if he loses to Errol, then I don't see where he would lose out by signing with Floyd. So that's all I got, my brother.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate your call, Coach. Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir.
Later.
All right. Yeah. Like, phone lines is open. Y'all call in. Call in. 904. Where you calling from?
Hey, what's happening, fam? This Eric calling from Florida, man.
What's happening with it, Eric?
Hey, man, I'm telling love the show. Hey, but check it out. As far as Porter giving pointers to Bud, I think he absolutely can help him because he's going to come at it from an analytic point of view. He ain't going to tell him everything from what he's trying to fight him. Then at the same time, just because it didn't work what he tried to do doesn't mean it can't work for Bud. Now, I think that's going to wash him, but other than that, I think, of course, any pointer he can get can help. As far as the other topic, is it right? Is it a good idea for Bud to sign with Floyd? Absolutely. Because he only got a couple more fights left, but he gonna bring him the bag. He'll put him on tape undercard already. Try to make more bag than he made his whole career. So that's my thing on that.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't think that he could help? You don't think that Shawn Porter could help him no type of way, even though he been in the ring with him?
He can, but because it's just like when Mike played basketball. He was an awesome ball player, but he couldn't coach. Now, in reverse to that, you got Bill Belichick. One of the best coaches, but I bet he can't play as good as Tom Brady. You feel me? So they both bring different aspects to the game.
Yeah.
So as far as what Porter couldn't do, Bud probably can do.
Okay. Man, I appreciate your call. I appreciate the support. Yes, sir.
I won. It.
All right. Phone lines is open. Y'all call in. What's happening, G5? Yeah, y'all go sub to G5. Sub to all of the brothers that's dropping their links in the chat. 713, where you calling from? What's your name?
Terrell X, H-Town, everything, boxing, one time.
What's happening
with
it?
Man, according to what you put on there, brother. I think Floyd Mayweather should sign the brother, man, immediately. He should have signed him yesterday if he's going to get the fight done. And I don't know why everybody, I don't believe we should be trying to pocket watch really what Floyd going to do. Floyd a billionaire, man. This is what he does. The industry, he has done the industry well in his career. So I'm sure to do a great deal for the degree of what's going to happen in a fight such as this to this magnitude. So, but I remember specifically everything. I remember specifically Errol saying something, man. When he captured that third belt, he said, we're going to see who's holding up the fight. I remember him saying that. Specifically, I remember that brother saying that. So, yeah, that's what I got to offer, man. But and Shawn Porter, as far as Shawn Porter helping, hell, I remember Oscar De La Hoya saying he helped Shane or vice versa. They both still lost to Floyd. You feel me?
Yeah. You right. Man, so what do you think he gonna sign with Floyd, or you think he, because me, honestly, I think that they gonna butt heads, because Floyd is used to running his fighters a certain way. Floyd is used to being in the camera, talking for his fighters and all that. And yeah, Terence Crawford, he got an ego as big as Floyd's, and he ain't gonna let that shit happen.
Speaking of egos, we already know that that's going to happen between two of those kings. But I believe that same ego is stopping this fight, brother. Because that brother he's taking the WBO and holding it hostage, using it as a bully tactic to get what he wants opposed to what he deserves in this fight. And it's people like us who've been following this myself. I'm 57. I've been following boxing since the 70s, man.
And it's really nerve-wracking for me because I never seen anything to this magnitude in this modern day time when it comes to getting a fight such as this, man. It should be easy to make this fight. For real.
Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate your call, man. That's your time. So I'm going to get to the next call, but I appreciate you calling in, supporting the show.
Love what you do, man. Keep what you're doing, Black man. Peace.
Appreciate you. Yeah. Let me see. So yeah, phone lines is open. We got 504 calling in. 504. What's happening? I know where that's from, man. What's your name?
What's happening? David is said, man. All I gotta say is no, Shawn Porter can't help him against EJ because I think this gonna be the fight we see something from EJ we never saw before. Because I think he's gonna get up for this fight more than he ever got up for any other fight. And as far as Floyd helping his career, maybe if Floyd would have got with him a little earlier, but after this fight, I don't think he's gonna have a career. I think EJ gonna end him and put him in retirement.
Okay.
That's my call, dude.
I appreciate you calling already. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take a couple more calls and then I'm gonna shut it down. So I'm trying to give everybody a chance to, get their call in. Damn. Call back, it didn't go through. Whoever was calling, it didn't go through. Damn. All right. The real T Shells TV, what's happening with it? Bless 365, what's going on with it, Queen? Hector Rivera, what's happening with it? Vo Majesty, what it do? Kawhi Elliott. Yeah. Like I said, call in. If it don't go through, if you can't get through, just call in again. Yes, sir. If it don't go through, just call in again. Like I said, I'm gonna take 3 more callers, and then I'm gonna shut it down for the day. But next time I had a call-in show, I will have everything right. I'm gonna have everything right. This app that I'm using is just not acting right. It got ads popping up and all type of shit. But hey, we in here though. And y'all hit the like button. Smash on the like button. If y'all ain't hit the like button, smash on the like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. I see people trying to call in, but it's hanging up. I don't know. Here we go. Let me see. Yeah. Get the lights up. Let me see. Now, as far as if we're going to have this fight this year, I don't think we're going to have this fight this year. It's already, we damn near in September, and they haven't, they ain't announced the fight yet. What I'm using, it's an app called Second Line. And like I said, it's acting up, but, I'm going to start doing call-in shows. So I'm just going to get another phone line for it. That's not an app. 313, what's happening with it? State your name, where you calling from.
Oh, what up, though? It's CJ from Detroit.
What's happening with it, CJ?
Hey, what's happening with it? Hey, first thing on the Shawn Porter one, I feel like Shawn Porter can't give Bud too much. Well, I take it back. Bud can't take too much advice from Porter because the styles are different. Because Bud going there trying to fight like how Porter fought Spence is going to be a short night for Bud. I think that for Mayweather, I think it would be a good idea for Bud to sign with Mayweather because Bud can't really promote himself, and what other person will have best to promote you is Mayweather. That's the best guy to have promote you, especially if you don't know how to promote yourself. And, you don't have a history of promoting yourself. So Mayweather is the best guy for that.
Okay. Well, what about Shawn Porter? Giving advice to Terence Crawford. Do you think that Shawn Porter can help him if he do fight Errol Spence?
You know what? I really don't think so, because it's two different Spences that we see now. It was a different Spence that fought Porter. That Spence was the one who was in the fat camp. He wasn't taking the game seriously, versus this Spence that we gonna see. I think he gonna bring out all his tools, because you have a lot of people who've seen him spar. They always say Spence got levels, and he hasn't showed us everything. So I think that he really can't, because Porter saw a different Spence, and Bud is going to see a different Spence. Can he let him know about certain, just certain like how just certain movements? Sure, but I don't think that's going to help, because it's a totally different Spence now. The Spence that Porter fought was before the car crash, before the car accident. This Spence after the car accident, he's a whole different person.
Okay. Man, I appreciate your call in, man. I'm going to get to the next caller, but I appreciate the support.
All right, thanks, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm going to take two more callers, and like I said, the next call-in show, I will have the problem with this app that I'm using fixed. So I'm not going to use the app no more. I'm going to just, I got another line I'll use, and that's how we're going to do it from now on. 531. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Jay Cooley, calling from Omaha, Nebraska.
Y'all hear that? What's happening with it, Jay Cooley? Calling from Omaha, right there where Bud at.
I don't know what the fuck Bud at. But hey, what I gotta say about Shawn Porter, hell no, he can't help him. Don't matter what the fuck Terence do, can't nobody help him from his ass whoop. He gonna get his ass whooped just off the script of his fans. Bud a good fighter, but his fans gonna get him a worse ass whoop. But as far as Floyd too, hell no, that shit ain't gonna work, man. Hell no. Bud fuck around and whoop on Floyd, man. That's all I got to say, man. And man, and much love to you, nigga, from Arkansas, nigga. That's what it is for me.
Yeah, already. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You calling from Omaha, by the way, Arkansas. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Arkansas.
Yeah, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Hogtown. Yeah.
Already. I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Let me get to the next caller. We got 443 calling in. State your name. Where you calling from?
What's going on, Mac? Can you hear me? This Terrell from Baltimore.
Yeah, I hear you. What's happening with it? Be more in the building.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I'm gonna say something that's a little different from what everybody else is saying, right?
Okay.
They mostly been talking about how, Porter wouldn't be as helpful. I kind of disagree, because if we look at, Spence's hardest fight to date might have been against Porter, right? So even though he didn't win, he had success. So I feel like Porter's got a good analytical mind. We see that on this podcast. We see that with him on PBC. So I think he could definitely give Crawford, some good things to use, right?
Okay. I hear you.
Yeah, so he could definitely help him, right? But he could also learn from the things not to do, because we know that Porter can be a little too headstrong. He go a little too hard, right? But as far as him signing with Mayweather, I don't think that would work, because the only person that's been successful with Mayweather is Javante, right? And we see that they clash every now and again, because Floyd got to outshine him. He's got to talk about himself and all the interviews and all of that stuff. And I think egos might get in the way. So I think, you know, that might not necessarily work. I think now is the time for Crawford to be his own man, get his own deal, and kind of, you know, be the master of his career. And I think Mayweather might stand in the way of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's my piece.
I appreciate you calling in. Yes, sir.
Man, no problem. I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so that's the last call for the day. Like I said, next time, what I will do is I'm gonna make sure that the calls all go through, because I'm gonna just go ahead and get a second line. The app that I was using, it was messed up. A lot of the calls, I've seen a lot of people trying to call in, but it wouldn't go through. But yeah, so I apologize to the people that did try to call in that, you know, couldn't get through, but we're gonna get it worked out. That's for sure. And I appreciate my man in the Cash App, man. I appreciate you for coming through in that Cash App. And then my man Corey Moore right here on the screen in the super chat, he says, Keon, calling app not working. He says, Porter can help Crawford. Terence Crawford would be stupid not to befriend and sign with Mayweather Promotions. So, like I said, my take on Terence Crawford and you know, getting help from Porter, can he help? I believe that, you know, that Shawn Porter could help Terence Crawford, you know, giving him, you know, tips and, you know, little subtle things that Errol Spence do. I think that he could help him. Now, can he help him win? No. I don't think, no, he can't help him win. But I think that he can help him, you know, just do better against Spence, right? I think he can help him, you know, tell him little things to do better. But like, I forgot who it was that called in, but I agree with whoever said that once a fight breaks out, all of that shit's gonna go out the window. Whatever Shawn Porter tells Terence Crawford, whatever Terence Crawford works on with Shawn Porter and work on, you know, during the training camp, whatever he's told, when a fight breaks out and he get hit, all that shit gonna go out the window. So I think it could help him for a certain extent in the fight, but when the fight break out, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna tell you one more call. This is the last caller. Caller, man, 510. Where you calling from?
From Richmond, 510.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
What's happening with it?
What's going on? Finally got in. Hey, love the show. Hey,
Appreciate you.
So I think Porter, yeah, he could help him out, but not gonna, you know, he's gonna take what he can. And if Porter was to fight, let's just say Spence right after the loss, would he would have won? Probably not. But you know, that's what he's gonna get from the fight. You know, he's gonna get. That's the only thing you can take that Crawford could take from Porter. You know, some of the mistakes that he made, but I don't think he could teach him too much. And as far as Mayweather, I think he could. Yeah, I think it's a good idea if you know he was to sign, you know, one fight deal with him. Kind of like Jake Paul. You know, they're good with, you know, promoters. You know, I think Mayweather do pretty good with them. And same thing like he did with like he's doing with Gervonta. So, you know, just to get him out there for the casuals, like, you know, like most of the callers been saying, but I think he can do good. And I don't think if Mayweather is over there, you know, taking the spotlight, he might do that, but I think Crawford, you know, he's going as man, he'll probably like shut it down whenever he asks. You won't let it get too far. And it'll be a good thing. Mayweather's going to get some money, and Crawford's going to get some good fights, or at least a fight that everybody wants, which is Spence. And whatever happens after that, you know, maybe just go a little further. That's what I think. Hey, keep up the good work.
Man,
of the show.
I appreciate the support. I appreciate you calling in. Salute, sir. Yeah. So I appreciate everybody that called in, man. Hell of a show. Like I said, you know, as far as can he help him in the ring once a fight break out, no. I think that, you know, Shawn Porter tips and Shawn Porter being in the ring with Errol Spence, I think it could help Crawford out, you know, in the beginning of the fight. But once that fight break out and it gets deep in that fight and, you know, and Terence Crawford is getting hit and he's getting caught with punches, all that shit gonna go out the window because you can't change how Terence Crawford's mental is. Once he gets hit, everything go out the window and he gonna want to get his get back. He gonna want to get his get back. He ain't really thinking no more. He just going out there to get his get back and try to knock you out. And I think that's gonna be his downfall with Errol Spence. Because Errol Spence, if you like a fight, he love a motherfucking fight. Errol Spence love a fight. You know, that's the shit he get off on. So, like I said, at the end of the day, but I don't think this fight is gonna happen. I don't think his fight is gonna happen this year. It probably will happen, but it's not gonna happen this year. So, with that being said, I had said a long time ago, if it don't happen this year, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it if it don't happen this year. I'm sick of waiting on it, you know? And I think a lot of people are coming to that conclusion that if it don't happen this year, they don't want to see it no more. And I think that's going to help. It's going to hurt the ticket sales. But we'll see. Yoel, man, I appreciate you with that super sticker. Appreciate you coming through with the super sticker. Y'all hit the like button. If y'all haven't hit the like button, hell of a show today. I appreciate everybody calling in. And like I said, the next call-in show, I will have, I will have it fixed. Y'all won't have to worry about not being able to get through. Of course, you're not going to be able to get through if somebody else is on the line, but I'm going to fix it so everybody can get their call in. Everybody going to be able to get through. And y'all hit the like button and great show. Don't forget, I will be judging the battle tonight. Black and Brown Boxing versus my brother G5. I'm judging it straight down the middle. Like I said, so both of them going to have to come with it. I don't have no bias towards Canelo at all, and I'm judging it straight down the middle. So may the best man win. It's going to be on Knockout Boxing 86 TV at 7:30 Central Time. So make sure that y'all don't miss it. It's going to be a hell of a battle. I'm looking forward to, what both of them bring to the table. And on Knockout 86 TV tonight, I will be judging the battle. The debate. And so with that being said, I appreciate everybody that came through, everybody that called in, smash the like button, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And that's my show.